What's up? What's up? What's up in the place? Yeah, you saw that garbage coming out with that old racist Supreme Court. You saw that garbage with that ban. You know how racist the Supreme Court is. And then they got Uncle Coon, Clarence Thomas up in there. He be tap dancing and going up there voting against. How you gonna ban Muslims? What kind of United States are you living in? This is the same racist Supreme Court that used to have rights against African Americans 100 years ago, over 100 years ago. So do some research. They ain't about nothing. They always been trying to put you in your place and let you know, tell you what they feel, how they feel about you. So when you come in here and they're gonna actually put a ban on you and say, oh, because you Muslim, that we're gonna ban you from a country. Who votes for that garbage? You want to know how racist this place is? That should tell you everything you need to know. That they support whack racism like Donald Trump and all that ignorance. Because you know that if you start doing that, they're coming after black folks. You know that, right? And see, this just leads a blueprint to one thing. It's like, okay, we can slowly ease into, putting something the way we want it, how we want to make it feel, what we want to say. So I can't understand, that mess is so un-American, unconstitutional, and it's just really embarrassing. But this is the kind of hate that you got going on that's spewed every day. And then they wonder why, when they go out in public, that they get spit on, not spit on, but dissed and no respect. Because you spew and you work for a neo-Nazi like Donald Trump. And then that little weasel Elmer Fudd, Jeff Sessions, Paul Ryan too, all them racist, redneck, KKK haters. Anybody associated with the Supreme Court ain't about no justice. Far as I'm concerned, the Supreme Court ain't counted since Thurgood Marshall was there, okay? A black man. And the only black man that the Supreme Court's ever had that actually counts. Because he wasn't cooning and tap dancing like Uncle Clarence Thomas does. I saw that Negro up there, and I'm like, how you gonna even sit there with a straight face and vote for banning somebody? Don't you look in the mirror and see that your black self and your African skin was banned by that same racist Supreme Court over 100 plus years ago? What's wrong with you, Negro? But I expect that out them other stiffies because, like I said before, they don't care about nothing that don't look like them, and they think it's all white to keep it all right. That's their mindset. So if you don't get out there and protest and speak out on stuff, this is what you get. So, this is why I said people are so comfortable with the racism that's Donald Trump and everything that's part of the agenda. But it's bigger than Trump because there are other factors at work that are, there's an undermining boss that's behind all this. But the Supreme Court's always been racist. They ain't never been about progressive at all, and they always were hating black people. So it's on the books, always injustices, and it's always been that way. So the Supreme Court ain't about nothing. It's the same old same in America. You know how that goes. So that's just my take when I heard that garbage this morning about them banning Muslims. They need to ban themselves. What they ought to do is to claim, give the people back the real rights and deport all the haters. Since they always want to think that they can walk on God's green earth and dictate and tell people that because of the color of your skin and what your faith is and what you believe in, that you're not wanted, but yet we want your money. See, that's how they do it. It's a slave master mindset that ain't changed. All right, that's my take on it. I'm out. Peace.